9010901.
Shakedown is on time this morning. Welcome everybody to the home of rally. Welcome to Rally Finland 2025. I'm Bex Williams, ready to talk you through Shakedown. Alongside me is Eivind Brynildsen and our championship leaders, Oi Tanak and Martin Järveoja, are in to one of the most famous stages here. Rovanpera is the Shakedown test for us today. Huge good morning to you, Eivind. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, Bex, and you?
Yeah, very, very good. Thank you. Very good. Summer of Speed. It's been a brilliant few events. We've seen Rally Estonia just a few weeks ago, of course, with a wonderful result there for Oliver Solberg. But now we head to the absolute home of rallying here in Finland. You can see the fans are all out in force already this morning. It's going to be a super weekend. What are the predictions, Eivind, especially for this man who's now first on the road as championship leader?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult to be first on the road, but at the same time, there's a different surface compared with Estonia to Finland. So I think it's a chance to be first on the road and win this rally. And we have seen it before as well. So I believe Oit got a really good chance. And I also believe that he's really keen to win this rally.
Yeah, he certainly is keen to win this rally. He is, of course, a three-time previous winner here in Finland. He's certainly got the goods to be able to do it out there. Question is, with the weather work in his favour right now in Finland, it is beautifully sunny conditions. It's really hot, 28, 29 degrees, up to 30 yesterday. But I believe some rain is heading our way.
Yeah, and I think Oit also need to pray for some rain because it's much easier to drive first on the road.
That is the kind of start we want on a Thursday morning. That is what you're going to expect throughout the whole weekend here. That's what we love about Rally Finland, those kind of jumps, right?
That's a proper good morning from Rally Finland.
It is, it absolutely is. I think the fans are going to be in for a real treat this weekend. It is a full-on event. And of course, the hometown hero, everyone will be talking about Kalle Rovanpera and what he can do here this weekend. And he himself will want to get back into the frame with that championship title fight.
It's difficult to read Kalle the last rallies, even though the whole year, because we all expect him, especially in Estonia, he will be really fast, and it didn't really click together, and he couldn't find the right pace. So I believe also he really wants to win this rally.
Yeah. Oi Tanak already then at the closing sector and the huge jump at the end. 2:19.4 for our championship leaders as we head into Rally Finland. Oi Tanak and Martin Järveoja. It's a championship lead, but it's a championship lead of just 1 point over Elvin and Scott. Molly Pettit is at the stop control for us.
Morning, Oit. Nice to start the day with some proper jumping. It's time for Rally Finland. Are you coming into this event with quite a bit of confidence after the speed in Estonia?
We didn't have so much in Estonia. And yeah, I think there is not so much confidence taken from the last 2 years. We haven't done any stage in Finland, so it's like a new rally for me. We try to get in the rhythm, try to get feeling, and then go step by step. So yeah, it's still a fun event.
It is a hugely fun event, but he's right. You know, it takes a little while to get up to pace here, especially when you don't have the ground after the past few years.
Yeah, and if you compare with Poland and Estonia and other fast rallies, there's no margin in Finland, because the other rallies, especially in Estonia and Poland as well, you can jump off the road and you can land on the side of the road on the grass and you can cut a bit more. In Finland, there's just rocks and trees beside the road, so the margin is way less than the other fast rallies.
You can see the virtual chicane here, which is pinpointed by those arches. We'll talk more throughout the weekend about the virtual chicanes. I'm sure a load of you are well aware of what they are and how they work, but we'll go through the whole process with you as the weekend continues on. I think for Elvin Evans now, you know, he's second on the road. He's been sweeping for most of the summer out there, Eivind, hasn't he? And he's second in the championship, as I said, just a point away from Oi Tanak. And he's got 2 wins in Finland already under his belt. Could be a big weekend for the Welshman. Just a little bit slower than Oi Tanak, 6/10 off the pace right to the front. I think it could be a big weekend, right, the whole weekend, you know, the whole field around, because we just can't predict who's going to be on the top step of the podium, as Rally Estonia proved to us just a few weeks ago. Don't think anybody predicted an Oliver Solberg win, but that is exactly what happened.
And luckily for these guys, he's now in the Rally too.
Yeah, exactly.
Elvin, good morning. Just a point behind Oiz in the championship. That does mean you start second on the road, and I guess you'll be glad to have at least a couple of lines to follow.
Yeah, I don't know how much difference it's really going to make, but of course, Friday is actually looking the most in stage, so we'll take anything we can.
What do you know about the weather? Do we have quite a bit of rain coming?
It's looking a bit uncertain, I would say, so I don't think nobody really knows.
That's a great way of putting it, because we don't. We've all looked at the weather apps right now, and we can't predict it. We don't know what's going to happen. Right now, as you can see, it's beautifully dry and sunny. Sebastian Ogier, last year's winner, and he said on the ceremonial start last night, yes, he might have won the rally, but the moral winner last year was Rovanpera, who set amazing stage times and was leading before that unfortunate off. But Sebastian Ogier has proved that, you know, he can do it. He's got 2 wins here in Finland. And again, he comes back after taking a little break from Rally Estonia. He's got to get himself up to pace with the fast stuff now.
Yeah, and it's difficult because all the other drivers have been in Estonia. It's a fast rally. You need the rhythm, and you need to like, it's fresh with these fast rallies. You need to be on it and test quite a lot. So it will be interesting to see if Seb can keep up the pace with the other guys after a little break.
Yeah. Sure that is going to be the case. Just 9/10 of a second then adrift of the fastest time through on run 1 of Shakedown. That is Sebastian Ogier through. So 3 drivers through for the first run so far. Huge good morning wherever you're watching around the world. Hopefully you're going to be with us for the whole weekend here in Finland. This is the rally every driver wants to win. They want that top step of the podium. And it is a wild ride out there.
Morning, Seb. Back in action for Rally Finland, and I'm sure you were following Rally Estonia quite closely. What can we expect from this weekend? A big fight.
Like always, I think it's always a pleasure starting Rally Finland. Road looks fantastic, like always here. The weather, though, might be a little bit the challenge this weekend. It looks like some shower will come at some point. So, yeah, we're happy to be here at the start. It's a great car again, so let's see what we can do.
Yeah, certainly sounding positive. As we switch out now to Rovanpera, Joona Halttunen. There are so many Rovanpera fans here. It is unbelievable, as you would expect.
Yeah, and he just had a huge jump. We saw the replay, and he's definitely on it.
11 stage wins last year for Rovanpera. It really was something special, and we're hoping that magic is going to be recreated in 2025. I think we all want to see him get the win at his home event. It's, you know, it's one that he's missing, and it's one every driver wants to get, especially Finland.
Yeah, Finland is something special because it takes some, how can I say it, you need to take some risk, you need to push your own limits because it's so fast, so blind, so many big jumps. So Rally Finland is definitely one to win.
Time of 2:19.9 then for Rovanpera, just half a second down from Tanak's time. The wave of fans in the service park last night was really special.
Thank you, on time for Kalle to 19.9.199.
Kalle, good morning. It looks like a lot of fun to do this jumping this early on a Thursday morning. We saw something pretty special from you here last year. You were struck with bad luck, but are we going to see that similar speed this year?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. But I'm also realistic. It hasn't been the best events before this, but that doesn't mean we don't try our best here. And yeah, definitely there is a big push this weekend. We will do everything we can, that's for sure.
さあこちらはディフェンディングチャンピオンですね、カーナンバー1番ケイリー・ヌービル・マルティン・ウィダクになります。今もですね大ジャンプを決めましたね。いやここのバーチャル試験というのがですね私も去年もあったみたいなんですが、初めてこう見てるんですけどなかなか、そうですねこのスピードをやっぱりちょっと制御しなきゃいけない部分がスピードを乗りすぎるとそれが危険に伴ってしまうということでセーフティーをするということになってます。さあ間もなくですね、ジャンプの手前でフィニッシュになりますね。さあフィニッシュしました。2分20秒1プラス 0.7 秒と4番手タイムという状況になります。さあインタビューに入りますのでお聞きください。
Good morning. From a podium in Estonia, you went really well here last year. How confident are you feeling?
It's always difficult to be confident when you get to Finland. But now I'm looking forward. Most important is that we have a good feeling in the car and then just try to enjoy the weekend and target some good points. I mean, we have to look in the front and look to the lead of the championship. Elfin and Oid are very close, so those are the two which we need to outscore this weekend.
さあこちらですね、カーナンバー16番アドリアン・フルモアレクサンドル・ポディアの映像になっています。さあこちらがですね、ペダルの映像になっておりまして、基本的にはこのフィンランドはですね最も最速のラリーとスピードが出るラリーということになりますのでいかにアクセルを戻さないかつしっかりコースレコードラインをしっかり決めていくかというところが勝負の鍵となると思います。さあマイナスを刻んできました。2分18秒7マイナス 0.7 秒ということでフルモーが調子を上げてきております。前回のエストニアでも3位表彰台ということで非常にですね、尻上がりに今上がってきて好調ぶりを発揮しております。インタビューに入りますのでお聞きください。
Hey Jane, good morning.
Good morning.
That is some jump at the end there.
Yeah, that's a really big jump, but actually quite clean. I'm really pleased to be back in Finland. A really big legend of the championship, so always nice to be here. We know the fans also are quite nice in here, so we hope to enjoy really a good weekend.
You were third here last year. Are you going to go one or two better this year?
Yeah, last year was the podium for me, so we try to replicate for sure. But yeah, we still need to be humble for this rally and accept that it's a big challenge.
さあエストニアでもそうだったみたいですけどドライバーはですねこのジャンプに対してのですね、とにかく俺が一番遠くに飛んだとかですね高く飛んだとかですね、自慢するのがこのジャンプになってますね。まあ、フィンランドといえばですね、北欧ということで、冬はですねスキージャンプがあります。なので、土地柄もあるんでしょうけどそのジャンプに対してはですね、こだわりがすごいですね。そのジャンプする際のですねクレストを越える時のですねそのアクセルワークで車がノーズダイブするかしっかり四輪着地するか、それとも、片足から着地するのか、それともフロントを浮かせながらですねスキージャンプのように、リアから着地するのか、まあ、それぞれですねドライバーによって進入スピード進入角度によって変わります。ちょっと今ですね 何かちょっと、スタートが、ストップしておりますが、今は2分間隔でのスタートだったんですね。さあ何かちょっとこちらはリプレイ映像でやはりですね、このジャンプ着地の姿勢がそれぞれドライバーによって違いますね。こちらはヒョンデ、これはティエリー・ヌービルだと思いますけど、やはりフロント一輪から着地しながらというかなり飛距離を伸ばすジャンプですね。高く飛ぶというよりも飛距離を出すジャンプということに今見えました。さあここで何かがあったのか、今、競技が一旦中断しております。その間にですね、先ほどのこちらですね、ドライバーズポイントですね、チャンピオンポイントになってます。ホイット・タナックが162ポイントで今ポイントリーダー、エルフィン・エヴァンスが2番手ということで161ポイント、1ポイント差になりますね。でセバスチャン・オジェ、ロバンペラ、ティエリー・ヌービル、アドリアン・フルモー、勝田貴元、前回のエストニアで優勝したオリバー・ソルベルグが、8番手ということですけど。
He mentioned in his interview earlier on, it's Tanak and Evans who are the closest right at the front, and he really wants to be outscoring them both if he possibly can this weekend. That is the target for him.
状況になっております。
We believe our roving reporters are catching up with drivers as a remote shakedown service today. PK is out and about for us. Believe he's
もしか
with
すると
Ogier.
バーチャル試験のところの何か掲示が、
Coming into Rally Finland now as the championship leader, it's a nice way to come in. How are your confidence levels after Estonia coming into this special event?
Yeah, clearly we were not too happy in Estonia, so we had to improve for Finland. Obviously still very different rally, so yeah, quite different characteristic, but I mean, we know how demanding Finland can be, and it really needs a lot from the car and also from the drivers, so we definitely hope to be a bit in a better shape.
What can you tell us about the route this year? Some small changes, but still some of the most classic stages on the calendar, isn't there?
Yeah, we have like 3 new stages, and obviously still quite many new for me as well, because for the last few years I haven't done the rally really, and some stages we need to discover, but otherwise, I mean, Finland as a classic, always every stage is quite phenomenal, and yeah, I mean, if you get it right, it should be very enjoyable.
You've won here a few times before. Just tell us about the driving technique that's required to thrive on these stages.
I mean, yeah, in a way you need to take respect to these roads, but still it needs a lot of commitment and yeah, comfort in the car, so it's demanding really.
Yeah, as he says, it needs a lot of confidence and commitment in the car out there this weekend. Those are the key factors, aren't they?
I tried to find some word to describe the way you need to be committed, because you need to show huge respect for the roads, because it's so, like I said, sometimes it's scary and you don't have to be stupid, but it helps.
Yeah.
But it's like if you are having a bath in the summer and you believe that the ocean is maybe a bit cold, and you decided now I run and jump in the ocean. You need to do that for every corner. You need to decide, you need to be committed that I'm gonna jump, and then you jump. Because as soon as you are a bit unsure, you're lifting a bit of throttle. First of all, you lose a lot of time, and second of all, it's difficult to drive. You need to be so committed on these roads and just floor it in every corner.
I love that analogy of just running and jumping in the sea, no matter how cold it is. Just do it, just run, jump in. That's how you've got to drive Rally Finland, everyone. We're seeing shots of remote service and the guys just waiting to head into the shakedown stage. We have had a stoppage for a little while now. Hopefully it's going to be back up and running very shortly indeed, and Taka Katsuta will be the first man in. This is Martin Sesks that we're looking at here. And, again, to see what he can provide during the weekend. It was really encouraging, I think, his pace in Estonia, because it built during the weekend, and that confidence was growing with every single stage out there.
Yeah, towards the end of the rally, it was really competitive. But I think, again, it's all about the same situation when Martins first did a Rally 1 rally. I think it was really relaxed, like we saw Oliver in Estonia. And then you build some more experience, and people expect you to win and expect you to be fast. And then it's more difficult to perform. So it's all about, and especially in Finland, to sort out your thoughts and your mind and be clear and calm and try to just enjoy. And then I think it's easier. As soon as some pressure builds around, it's difficult.
Big job on here.
Yeah, there's a remote service around the Shakedown, so I believe they are changing everything they can now, try to do the last few adjustments on the car. This Rovanpera stage, first of all, it's the last part of stage 5 and 8, I think, Rovanpera.
Yep.
But the last part of this Shakedown is more narrow and maybe not the best test, but the first part of the stage is more like fast-flowing jumps. But we got everything in Finland, from all the pictures we can see here and all the pictures you can see on the internet from all the big jumps in Finland. A lot of the stages are more tricky and more narrow as well, so it's a combination. It's not only the wide roads.
I love seeing these fans. We're going to head back to the remote Shakedown service area, where we're going to catch up with our reigning world champion, that is Thierry Neuville.
Okay, Thierry, so what does this route look like for you this year out in Finland?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much copy-paste from previous years. They've reworked a bit the roads, a bit wider on some section, maybe a little bit faster. Couple of new bits, but not too much. So, yeah, overall, a nice itinerary, which you know quite well. Sunday is all about the power stage and on Emporia, so, yeah, interesting.
The talk is that this rally is all about pure performance. What does that actually mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a sprint. It's very hard to make big difference over here. Everybody's on a huge rhythm and pushing very hard, especially when we know the stages also from previous years. Gaps are even smaller, but yeah, there are some very tough guys to beat over here. So it means that, yeah, it's a flat-out event.
Talking flat out, how do you manage these jumps at the speeds that you're doing them at, and the amount of time that you're in the air?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's all about experience, how to place the car, how to position it before you take off, braking, accelerating while flying. So it's all about experience, it's all about the feeling, it's all about the setup. If those three things come together, usually it works out quite well.
And in terms, we've already talked about it a little bit, in terms of this Wolf Power stage, the Unimpoya Sunday, how difficult is it going to be to manage, or how exciting is it? And we know the crowds are just going to flock there as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the most challenging stage in the championship, and it's always hard to get it 100% right. We've seen Kalle flying on that stage in previous years. Obviously, we try to do a good recce, good pace notes, see where we can optimize and try to find the speed. I'm looking forward to it, but first there's a long rally to go before we get to the power stage.
All right, thanks, Thierry.
Thank you.
He's right, there is a long way to go before we get to Sunday, but it is a little bit different, isn't it? Here we have one stage run twice on Sunday. That is Unimpoya, possibly the most famous stage in the whole World Championship. And that is your guide to what time in the morning you've got to be up and how much you've got to clear your schedule for throughout the whole weekend. Not massively early starts, and as you can see on Sunday, it's a 10 a.m. start with the Unimpoya Day, Onin Day, as it's being called. It's going to be a really exciting rally from start to finish, as it always is. It's a sprint, as our reigning world champion Thierry Neuville just said. Very much so. You said it's fine margins out there. You've got to be on it from the absolute get-go.
Yeah, and fast rallies, it's difficult if you lose, like, we saw it in Estonia when Oliver first got that little gap of 10-15 seconds. It was difficult to catch, and then you can relax more, so you can't really afford to lose any on the short stage, stage 1 Harju as well, because you need to be on it straight away. Talking about Oliver.
There he is, the winner of Rally Estonia just a few weeks ago. Rally 1 Toyota Yaris. What a brilliant performance from Oliver Solberg and Elliot Edmondson. Both of them were just absolutely superb. I don't think anyone expected to see it. Tanak said on the final podium, we expected to see him fast, but we didn't expect him to humiliate us.
Shakedown will restart at 9:28, 0928.
There we go. That's good news then. Just a couple of minutes before we're back up and running with the shakedown stage here, and Taka Katsuta will be the first man to be heading through there. Everyone now just waiting for the stage to get underway before they can go and get their runs done again. As I mentioned, it is going to be a start this evening on SS1. We'll see the action right in the heart of the city of Jyväskylä before we head out into the forests on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Those forests, as you can see, are going to be pretty full. I'm pretty convinced those are some Thierry Neuville fans that we see there with the Belgian flags. It is always a really special atmosphere, and I love coming to Finland. It's my favourite event on the championship calendar to work on because it just encapsulates everything that is rally.
And they're all having this lovely makara, the sausage, out there on the barbecue.
Bet you can cook a good makara, Ivan Brynildsen.
Makara. It looks like we are getting close to a restart.
Yeah, just the warm-ups then from Taka Katsuta. Got about 15 seconds.
Right half flip, forward smoke touch. Lead this now at left long, okay, 30, brake in right, 22 left, never. And tight 2 plus sharp block. Lead 7 right block long, over exit, 40, right over exit, 20, deep left jump, 30, short right jump, 80.
It just doesn't fail to disappoint. Taka and Aaron, then Taka calls this his second home event. He lived in Jyväskylä for I think, what, 8 or 9 years?
Yeah.
So a long time living here, working with the team, of course. Big weekend ahead for them. You know, we've talked about drivers needing to get points on the board, and again, Taka is another one of those drivers. Want to see a good result here. And we know from history it is possible for Katsuta. I think, you know, that's the one thing we see from him consistently is speed. Of late, he's been maybe holding back a bit because he doesn't want to make a mistake out there, and you certainly sense that and seen that in his drive.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's like this when Taka been really fast, often they do small mistakes, and I think that's the thing they have been working on from the other side as well with Taka. That we saw it last year as well when he was back on the bench, let's say, as a substitute for a while, and he came back and he performed really well. It's all about this psychological game as well. When you knew that often when I'm fast I do mistakes, so build that confidence and come back, because we know that when he's really on the fly, he's doing really well. So it's all about keeping that car on the road while he's performing on top level.
He has been on the podium here at Rally Finland previously. He was 3rd in 2023. Oh, that was quite the landing there, wasn't it, on the final jump?
both was closing their eyes when they realized it was quite a huge jump.
Well, they had a long time to wait, but they didn't disappoint. It's a 2:17.9. It's the fastest time through on run 1 of Shakedown, which is back up and running now after a short delay.
Taka, good morning. That was a massive jump at the end. Did you plan to do that?
Not yet. I can be even more.
That was crazy. Tell us a bit about your expectations this weekend. What's the plan?
Run! Flat out! That's it, boy.
You're going for a podium this weekend?
I try. Of course.
Tell us a bit about Rally Finland this year. What does it look like?
Nice, as usual. High speed, flat out, no problem.
You're ready, aren't you?
Yes.
He sounds ready, doesn't he?
Okay, there's
What's the
another one
plan?
on my list. It's Fourmaux and Taka now. They are both really motivated.
Massively motivated. Oh, look at that rock that was just right on the line there. Now, this event last year for Sami Pajari, you know, this was where we saw him in Rally 1 for the first time, and it was a great result coming forth. What are his expectations going to be? Because again, Sami's another driver who this year has shown his pace. He got off on the back foot on Rally Estonia on the first day because he had a technical issue, so that really pushed him back down the running order. But we know what he can deliver. Is he going to be let off the reins to be able to go for it?
I mean, he have like good history in Finland. He won it in 23 in the Rally 2, and he's fastest now on Shakedown as well. And so far, and he did really well last year as well, even though he spun in the beginning of the rally, and but he proved really good pace, and he actually won one stage as well. So
he did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marco. Time for Sami 2:17.5. 1:75, Sami.
Confirmation of the fastest time through then so far for Sami Pajari.
Sammy, some pretty special memories from this stop line last year. You've just gone quickest through Shakedown as well. Are we going to see you right up there this weekend?
Let's see. Yeah, this stage has been, let's say, good for me. Already with the Rally 2, but the last year with the Rally 1 especially. Yeah, feeling is really fine. So we are just trying to, let's say, keep our own rhythm. Seems like the car is working really fine. So trying to enjoy the stages, and yeah, the speed should be there.
The thumbs up from Sami. Now we switch into the M Sport Ford Puma of Greg Munster and Louis Luca. Let's have a listen in. So have to reduce the speed down here for the virtual chicane. Louis Luca gives a sign as when that speed has been reached, and then they proceed on.
You can see on the display, Greg's side, you can see it's the speed, and I think they put it on. Normally you don't use the speed, but they use it now for the virtual chicane. And I think I also saw that the numbers were green when not under the revs, but the speed as well was green when it was
when you've hit the target. Yeah.
Maybe the Ford guys can confirm, but I think it's something with the virtual chicane.
Yeah, we've seen it. We saw the virtual chicane used in the European Rally Championship last season.
Time for Greg, 2 minutes 20.5 to 2:20.5.
Sam Gray confirming the time for Greg Munster. Let's hear from him with Molly in a couple of moments as we switch out to his teammate Josh McErlean.
Morning, Greg. It's time for a pretty special rally. What makes this rally special for you?
Yeah, just so damn fast.
lot of crest as well. Have a good feeling on the jumps from the shakedown, so maybe we can go a bit faster on them during the rally till it's over the limit. So yeah, it's just a bit of a gamble with this approach of corners and jumps. We don't have the hybrid anymore, so you need to adapt a bit everywhere, and that's the game.
Inside the flat or don't over crest, the 60 stop, not early square right club, don't, and go. Right, go.
Just see some shots here of Sebastian Ogier attacking Katsuta. That's at the remote shakedown service area.
Big jump over finish, 100.
What a huge prospect for Josh McErlean, a huge jump there as well. First time in Finland in a Rally 1 car. 4th start at this event, but the first time with this kind of power under him. Just hear some of the Latvian fans there cheering for Martins. We talked about him earlier and that, you know, the pace really just building in Estonia. But here it's going to be another level again, isn't it? Always like seeing these kind of behind-the-scenes moments. Alvin and Scott just chatting with engineer Rui here.
Yeah, I believe they go through the setup and they discuss what to do, if they want to change anything, some ideas to improve the setting.
Big weekend, huge weekend. You need to get everything absolutely on song as much as you possibly can. Now is the time to do it here at Shakedown. Harry tonight is not really representative of what we see during the weekend because it's a mix of tarmac and gravel to start off proceedings tonight, and then we head into a huge day tomorrow. Stages 2 through to 10 throughout Friday, with maybe the chance of some showers out there as well. There is some rain in the forecast, but as Sebastian Ogier said at the stage end earlier, you just don't know when that is going to hit or not. So it could be a difficult weekend in that sense of not knowing when the weather is going to turn up. It might just be bright and sunny the whole weekend. Let's hope for that, shall we, instead?
Yeah, and I think it's because it's so warm outside, it's difficult to predict as well. It's moving quite fast and it's a bit wind as well, so we will see.
Okay, Oliver Solberg now then, who captured so many of your emotions at Rally Estonia. Taking his first ever WRC win there. Now he's very much focused on the WRC2 Championship.
So many Latvian fans in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is amazing, for sure, and yeah, really enjoying having them here.
What do you need to get out of this rally?
Let's see how it's going, and yeah, we are trying some things.
What are you looking at?
No, it was just something strange with the intercom, so thank you.
Okay, they're trying some things. Maybe we'll hear a little bit more about that during the weekend. How difficult is it going to be for Oliver Solberg to switch back to a Rally 2 car after experiencing Rally 1, Ivan?
To be honest, I thought it should be more difficult to switch to a Rally 1 rather than to go back on a Rally 2 because everything feels so slow in a way now in Rally 2. So I think he will, without any mistakes, he will just continue with a good feeling and the confidence he got from Estonia, and yeah, just enjoy. He seems to be very much relaxed. I read quite a lot of interviews. I heard some podcasts and interviews from Oliver after Estonia, and feels, I think, the whole atmosphere around him with a girlfriend, and everything. It's I think it's a good spirit in the whole situation around Oliver.
Yeah, it's a good spirit in the Solberg camp, that is for sure. But the target this weekend is to try and accrue as many points as he possibly can for his WRC2 championship title fight, of which he is the championship leader. 85 points, 3 points ahead of Johan Rossel, who is also competing here this weekend and scoring points. The big three are here, in fact, Solberg, Rossel and Greensmith, but Greensmith not nominated to score points in WRC2 this weekend. Oliver was a WRC2 winner from last year as well.
Oliver, good morning. I have to say, this is a little bit weird, considering where I last saw you. It must be a bit weird for you too, yeah?
More or less the same start position, so in that sense it's okay, but what should I say? Very different. Very different. Terrible drive. Terrible, but okay. I don't know, I had no feeling whatsoever in there.
So you're saying the transition from Rally 1 to Rally 2 is difficult?
Rally 2 to Rally 1 seemed okay, but now yeah, I'm not ready yet, that's for sure.
There we go.
There's a lot of things, you know, with the grip and the downforce and the way a Rally 1 is braking as well, that you can brake so late compared with the Rally 1. And you need to get back to this Rally 2 style again. So, like I said, normally it will be the biggest change to go to Rally 1. But at the same time, you need to adjust and go back to the, how can I say, less of everything you drive.
Gauche 152 points, pilier 3 pas corde, TNS, 50 mètres derrière, droite 90, strasse, énergie.
It's been an interesting season, hasn't it, for the big three in WRC2, because we've seen Oliver with 3 wins on the board. Johan Rossel kicked his season off with a win, picked another one up in Gran Canaria. And Gus obviously got his season off in Kenya to a great start with a win. It's been really interesting to see the three of them and how evenly matched they have been.
Definitely, and it just proved for us that it's possible. You see, Johan now is a bit faster than Oliver. Oliver complained a bit it was a bad drive from him, but it just proved that we got more drivers that could prove their skills and their quality in a Rally 1 car. So I believe that some of the drivers in the Rally 1 in the factory teams, they should really look a bit behind their shoulders, because they are pushing now. Johan Rossel, Oliver as well. They're driving fast.
Johan, good morning. That's quickest through Shakedown in WRC2 so far. What are you hoping to get out of this weekend?
Just enjoy, learn a maximum. For sure, it's always difficult when you come here. You seem you have experience because it's my first time, but when you your first run during the test, you say, "Oh fuck!" Sorry, it's crazy. The road is completely crazy, and we need to adapt. We don't take the point, and for sure I try to do my best. But first I want to say well done to Oliver and Elliot. It was very beautiful to see. For sure he pulls the speed of the WRC2, and thanks for that. Yes, maybe we fight with him in top class on the future.
That would be great to see, and it's just kind of reinforcing what you just said, Ivan. You know, that they are fast now in WRC2 and they deserve the opportunity.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, that some of the drivers need to speed up, because, like Johan said, the quality and the speed in Rally 2 with Gus as well, it's, yeah, it just proved that they can all challenge most of the drivers in the factory teams.
Let's take a look at this time from Gus in comparison to the others. 1.3 seconds adrift. Missed what he said there, but we'll catch up with him in a few moments with Molly. Every event we've seen him on, he's been on the podium, but as I mentioned, he's not scoring points here this weekend for the championship.
It's time for Rally Finland, which I guess we can say is now home rally number 2 for you.
Yeah, Yeah, it feels like my home rally as soon as we don't have Wales. So yeah, it's good to be back. Some engine warnings in there, so have to have a look at them now. But all okay.
Did you have that through the whole stage?
At the start, yeah, and then they seem to go away.
Yeah, so engine warning lights. My goodness, Korhonen! Oh, we definitely need to see that one again. That was amazing. Let's take a look again. If you missed it.
It's absolutely flat out, and it's flying and landing on the nose there. I think he didn't even touch the brakes of that jump.
No, I don't think he did.
Huge jump.
That was absolutely massive from Korhonen. We heard Thierry Neuville talking with Curie earlier about, you know, how you set yourself up for the jump is all important here. There's so many of them and they're so fast. Well, they certainly can be if you decide to take them completely flat, as Mr. Korhonen just did.
Yeah, and it's all about to like go for it and fasten your seatbelts and just be committed and take the jumps flat. If you decide to do it, you do it, and you can't really back off.
Yeah, that was a great one. So far then through on our shakedown stage this morning as we wait for Korhonen to complete. In terms of the WRC 2 drivers out there, it's Johan Rossel who set the fastest time with a 2:24.7. And there's Korhonen 1.3 seconds adrift.
You seem to be flat out from the very first meter in here. You're ready for your home rally.
Yeah, really good feeling to be here. These spectators here, jumps, and yeah, this last jump also really nice.
Is jumping your favorite thing to do in a rally car?
Yeah, I like it.
Well, we certainly like seeing it, that is for sure.
Finished as well.
It's going to be a massive weekend here at Rally Finland. Then let's take a look at the classifications for the first run of Shakedown with Sami Pajari, the fastest man through with a 2:17.5. Tanak was 0.4 of a second behind that. Then Fourmaux, Tanak, McErlean, Rovanpera, Evans, Neuville, Ogier and Munster. To complete the top 10, then it's Sesks. Then our WRC 2 drivers headed up right now by Johan Rossel, then Korhonen, Greensmith and Solberg, and that is run 1 of Shakedown complete. Of course, we have more action coming a little bit later on this evening, but we're going to head off to the remote Shakedown service now and join Curie.
Well, there we have it. That was Shakedown, which kind of symbolises the start to this epic rally of Finland. Well, we're going to stick around in remote service for a bit longer, but the weekend that comes ahead is going to be one not to be missed. All right, well, let's just remind yourselves once again of this Drivers' Championship. After Estonia, things got a little bit serious. Tanak now 1 point ahead of Elben Evans. That's where our eyes need to focus, because that battle is going to be absolutely rife, but it also changes the game for Tanak now with being at first on the road. Then Sebastian Ogier, he's back in business this weekend as well. He's in third, Kalle Rovanpera in fourth, and Thierry Neuville in fifth in our Drivers' Championship. So that is how things are shaping up overall. And that first run through Shakedown, remember they'll have more runs through, but Sami Pajari quite faster through that Shakedown for now. Okay, well, what's happening for the weekend? Well, we know that we have a very busy weekend in terms of stages, 20 in total, but tonight we'll be on air with you from about 7:15 or so. So you can just see stage 1 will start at 8 o'clock. We've got extended coverage tonight as well. And then you can see throughout the weekend, all of those 20 stages will come thick and fast. Sunday, the Wolf Power stage, Rovanpera is going to be run twice. So that is where all roads lead. But before we get to that point, we've got a whole weekend to fly through the Finnish forests. Okay, well, we'll see you a bit later on tonight with the start of the action. From us here at Remote Service, it is goodbye.